Series 3, is that you? We made it. Where are they now? So checking in with episodes 21 through 30. So this pretty much expands from October 2020 to about early December 2020. So just reminiscing a little bit back then, we were still building the brand as a podcast, definitely still in the early stages, but I had to give a big shout out to all the episodes that came before 21 because, you know, they were definitely big on the word of mouth, just spreading everything to their followers, to their family, to their colleagues, to people who they didn't even know, because I was getting a lot of traction at this point. Still trying to build the brand, still, you know, getting the hang of being a one-man band and the editing, the promotion, the marketing, everything that came with it. But I was very excited for this series and very excited to have it knocked out. I met some very dope individuals during every series, but obviously I'm gonna say that about series 3 as well. And while we were not able to check in with every single body, I definitely have to give a big shout out to Janae and Mel, because episode Rooted in Faith and episode Stepping in the Right Direction, man, they were definitely some of my favorites, and two ladies who I still keep in contact, and two ladies who you're about to see just everything that they were doing back then, everything that they've done in the middle, and then everything that they're doing now. So without further ado, enjoy the check-in for Where Are They Now? Series 3.
What is up, you guys? Can you believe it's been 2 years? Just about, 2 years. The last time we checked in, it was 2020. I was preparing to step in faith. At the time, I was rooted in faith, but now I have moved in faith. So towards the end of 2020, the Lord was dealing with me about relocating to Texas, and he used it by way of law school. Y'all, I'm not going to law school. I've been in Texas now for a whole year. I moved July of 2021, and it's just so crazy to see God's hand move in ways that still don't make sense to me. Do I have it figured out? Absolutely not. But I am enjoying the process because I have learned that success is less about the destination and more about who I am becoming in the process of becoming. And so, y'all, the Lord used law school to get me here, and he did that by having me apply to a legal position. I wanted to come out of design altogether. I actually have set my business down for a season because I am a firm believer that all great leaders must follow first. And in order for me to lead well and to step back into entrepreneurship or consulting or wherever the Lord takes me, whether it's with design, poetry, speaking, consulting, I might have said consulting twice, but you get the point. I want to be the best version of myself as I step into those spaces. So when the time comes, I won't forfeit the assignment because I didn't allow the process to basically refine my character. Psalms 105:19, Joseph's character was purged until the promises of God came to pass. And so I started working at this intellectual property law firm. The position I have was created for me. My supervisor looked at me and said, your analytical side and your faith side are battling with each other, and God just wants you to show up the fullness of who he's called you to be. Now, when I applied for this role, the Lord said that they would pull on my design skills, and I'm like, absolutely not, God. Absolutely not. And they did. They created a position for me that went from part-time to full-time in a matter of 3 weeks, and I'm coming up on a year. It'll be a year for me in March of 2020, 2 years for me in March of 2023. And so God has been God. I've gotten planted in a church. I published my second book and redesigned the first one, So It Hurts to Heal, debuted in 2018, but Healing Does Come, debuted in 2021. And now I am in the process of actually writing my book. It's an anthology of all the stones and lessons that I have collected on the journey of becoming. And it looks like teaching or speaking from the experiences that I have had. And I just want to encourage you that if you want to be a part of this process, you can go to journal.nakedandexposed.com and you will see a challenge that says it only took a year. I am writing chapters on a weekly/monthly basis as the Lord leads, and I am publishing them in real time for people to get the raw, unedited versions of them. And at the end of the year, because the goal is to write, edit, and publish my book in 1 year. I started in June. The goal is by June of 2023 that I will have a published book. So my design business is on hold. I have submitted my gifts to another person's vision, and I'm going to be an intrapreneur in this season, but I'm using the time that I have to focus on writing my book and deepening the community that I am in. The most valuable currency that I have in this season is community. And I just want to encourage you that if you actually step aside and believe God for who he is, it's one thing to believe in God. It's another thing to believe that God is who he says he is. Buckle up, because the moment you surrender the idea of who you think you are, God can actually usher in who he's called you to be. And I promise you, no eyes have seen or ears have heard who you will become. Basically, what God has for you is far greater than the idea or the vision you have for yourself. God is saying, dream bigger. Dream bigger. Holla!
Hey Tamar, hey Down to Business Podcast. It is Mel from the Glam Stash. The last time we talked was 1 year ago. 1 year ago, we were still in Philadelphia. I was working for another company, and I am now currently living in the Chicagoland area. The Glam Stash is still up and running. I did have to shut down for a little while in order to make the move, get the inventory out here, but we got back open, and it's been lit since. I had a great summer with sandals, great summer with platform shoes, just being very trendy, prints, color pops. Everybody was back outside. It's just been a great first half of the year. So really, really excited to see what the back half of the year has in store for me. You know, I do have some worries with the recession happening, but I also have faith that, you know, if you bring good product, the girls will come. So I have some things planned for the Glam Girls. I'm really, really excited too, because the Glam Stash will be turning 3 years old. 3 years in business, 3 years as an entrepreneur. I will be celebrating that, and, you know, celebrating that Glamiversary and bringing the Glam Girls some heat. Boot season is also upon us, so I'm super excited to get these boots out here and have the girls glamming everywhere this summer, this fall. They already glammed around this summer, so they're gonna be glamming around for fall. But it's been an amazing year, and looking forward to an even more awesome year 3 in business. So thanks again for reaching out. Super excited, super proud of you. I hope that you are having an amazing year yourself. I look forward to continuing to seeing you grow. Y'all better listen to Down to Business Podcast if you haven't already. If you're watching this, I'm sure you have. But make sure y'all stay on it. Tomorrow you lit. See you.